Hello, hi. I'm Sneha from Forest Cakes. I'm gonna show you how to make these Mickey Mouse cupcake toppers. This is on a cupcake, as you can see. That is all edible. Everything on that cake topper is edible. First, I'm gonna show you what we need to make this. Takes away. Okay. I've got flesh colored fondant. Not fondant, sorry, flesh colored gum paste. I used for flesh color. What I used is this paprika, the sugar flare paprika color, and made it with white gum paste. Got the white gum paste, put the color in, and made that. A teeny bit of pink gum paste or fondant is fine for that. Some black gum paste again. So these are all the fondants and the gum pastes that we need. Flesh colored gum paste, black colored gum paste, a teeny bit of pink gum paste, that's for Mickey's tongue, and I need some white. I'm using flour paste. I used a teeny bit of white flour paste for his eyes. So 4 stuff there. And then the cutters. I'm using a round cutter, big round cutter, a small one, a heart-shaped cutter, the palette knife, and remove that. My craft knife, that is a must. This and this is called a color shaper. It's a really amazing tool. You'll see why I'm using it. It's good for many things. So this is called a color shaper. And this tool, the bone tool, I think, yeah, and an edible pen, writing pen. So this is all the stuff that we need. I made a template. I'm going to show you how I made the template. If you're making a lot of let's say 30 or something cupcake toppers, you can use the cutters. It makes your life a lot easier. If not, you can always, I use this template anyway, but if not, you can always make a template and cut it on a cardboard and use that as a guide to cut your shapes. So what I did was, if you can see this template, I used this big round cutter, you can see the red line, for the face, and then this small circle cutter for the ears. You can see both the ears. Sorry, let me I'm sorry, it's the first time I'm using this camera to video, so yeah, you can see, yeah. And this is where I use the heart cutter. You can see the heart cutter, it's this bit. Alright, and then I drew the Mickey's face and everything, and then the mouth bit for the Mickey, his mouth and his nose, that bit. I used a piece of cardboard and made a template. You can see it's this bit. I made this template. This is just a guide. I'll show you how I'm using it. And then also I made this top bit again. This becomes this. Let's see. Okay. Now let's start work. Let's make the mouth, this bit. I'm making this bit, the mouth and the nose bit of the Mickey Mouse. That's the hardest bit usually. So I measured 6 grams of, for this particular cupcake topper, I measured 6 grams of the gum paste, the flesh colored gum paste. It's very good if you can measure it, because if you're making a lot of cake toppers, if you measure it, what you can do is it will always roughly be the same size. It won't be too big, it won't be too small, and you don't have to waste time taking it off, taking it on, so just for this one, all the other ones that I've made, it's 6 grams. So I know it's gonna be 6 grams is gonna be enough. So but for your own one, depending on your size, make one first and see how how many grams it is, and then based on that you can get the other ones. Okay, first we roll the gum paste, roll, make it as smooth as you can. You can see it's quite smooth now, and then roll it into a little sausage shape. And the template, the Mickey Mouse face the mouth template bit, just keep it as a guide and roll the fondant roughly just a little squidge to that size, and then we are going to sort of mold it into that shape. So what I'm going to do is, if you can see, just roughly smoothing it. So just smoothing it, and see, you're getting that shape. You can see, this shape as if it's the chin, and this guy's mouth is gonna be, and then you've got to get that. Okay, I'm gonna use some icing. We don't want it sticking on the gonna do it on top of the icing. Sort of roughly getting that shape. That's all we need, this shape. You can see it's this shape that we are after. And then you take the bone tool to get this bit. You can see. And then you get this shape. Squidge gently. It takes a bit of time, but the more time you spend on it, the better it will look. Okay, so you can see it roughly, not exactly, but roughly fits it. Not too big, that because when we're going to press it down, it's going to become the right size. So then we do is we press to get this And then this is where this is where I use the color shaper. So I'm gonna make the I'm gonna make the mouth now, the shape, if you can see, with the color shaper. This tool is amazing. It's just an amazing tool. It's like a brush, but the tip is made out of rubber. So just make an indentation, and then if you can see, we're getting his mouth done. Alright, now I'm gonna get a teeny bit. So that is his mouth bit done. So there's another tip. I'm gonna touch the black icing in a minute. So before I touch the black icing, if I touch it, I have to wash my hands again to touch the this flesh colored or lighter colored icing. So before I go for the black icing, I'm gonna take some fondant to show you where I am using the heart cutter. Sorry, I'm gonna use the heart cutter and cut a small heart. And then I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna use the heart cutter. So this is the mouth done, mouthpiece, if you can see. I'm gonna put it aside, let it dry. I'm gonna cut a small heart, and of course I forgot to mention we need a rolling pin. Yeah, just gonna cut the heart. It doesn't matter if it's slightly thick. Roll, roll, roll. Smooth. And make sure that the icing is, the mixture that I'm using to not to stick on the thing is, I'm using some icing sugar and corn flour mixture, so it won't stick on the surface. The icing doesn't stick on the surface. The gum paste, doesn't stick on the surface. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Heart shape. Cut. Done. So I've done the heart shape as well. Just smooth it. If you find the edges a bit showing, just smooth it. That's it. Okay, so I'm gonna put the heart shape aside and put the gum paste away. You cannot stow the gum paste in cling film. If you stow with gum paste or even fondant, if you stow it in cling film, it's gonna dry out. But I'm just doing it now just to keep it. If you're storing it properly, you have to store it in an airtight container. But I'm just as I'm putting it away. I'm just putting it away now. But I usually store all my things in airtight containers or in the packets themselves. That's another tip. Okay, now the black gum paste. Take a bit. You can, like I said, I didn't measure the black gum paste because you can always measure that as well, so rough measurement again for the black one, because it's not all that, just to have it, take out the right amount or something. Yeah, roll it nicely. You have to roll the gum paste for a while. This, if not it'll dry. Okay, roll. Sorry. Okay, and then roll it slightly thicker, not very thin, because we've got to attach the ears. So this cutter, the bigger circle cutter, cut. Okay, and I've got a circle there. Alright, now we had two, I made two templates as well. This one, the mouth. This one's the mouth. Sorry, this one's the mouth. I'm taking that away. That's where I did the mouth and the nose bit. And this is the other bit that I made, just to get that shape. If you can see, I made this. Yeah. So I'm taking that, putting it on this. It's clear. And then cutting it with my knife. It's the craft knife. Just cut it off like this. Yeah. And just shape it. If you can, these edges, if you can just shape it, it'll look better. And then this is a lot of excess, so this is all, from the black gum paste, this is all we need. Roughly around this much is all we need. So I'm going to leave an edge, a tiny edge, and then for the mouth bit to stick, and then just cut off the excess gum paste. It doesn't have to be perfect, at the bottom, it's fine. Only, like I said, only this bit, the top bit, has to be nice and smooth. Okay, that's that. And let's put the, okay, now we've got to cut the ears, right? So this is the top bit of the face. Yeah. I'm gonna cut the ears in a minute. Again, the ears, don't make it very thin, make it slightly thicker, probably 2-3 centimeters thick, just even that. I'll tell you why in a minute. Okay. Just getting ready now. Okay, now this is both the ears. They go here and here, but as I'm using this as a cake topper to go on a cupcake, it'll be slightly slanted. What happens is sometimes if I forgot to mention is we need some raw spaghetti as well. This is a raw spaghetti. Break it into a tiny bit, 2 tiny bits actually, and insert. Just hold on to this bit like this so that it doesn't lose the shape. And the other bit. Yeah. Okay, I've done that, and we need some glue. I'm using some edible glue. And then send it in. You can see. Just hold this bit so that it doesn't lose any shape. Again, edible glue. Okay, just to give that nice finish, make sure you smooth the shapes, get the shapes back. This is when my knife comes in handy, so if it's stuck, it will always lift it up. Yeah, just smooth it up. All done. If the raw spaghetti, it will hold the ears in place, and once it's dry, it won't break off, it will just be there. Okay, just keep the ears nice and good. Alright, okay, now a tiny bit of edible glue again, or just even water should do. A tiny bit of water, it's fine. And then you put it on there. I'm getting mucky. Yeah, and then give it a gentle press. And now, if you want, you can take the mouth piece, and you can see, you can put it there, but I've got more excess here, so I'm gonna take these bits off as well. It's just a bit too much, so it goes away. Don't worry about smoothing these edges because it's not going to show, so you have to do that. Okay, that's it, we're almost done. So that is Mickey's face. I'll move him slightly. Stay there. Okay. Now, Mickey's mouth. I'm gonna give him a little bit of black inside his. Just take a tiny bit of fondant. Black fondant will do. You don't need gum paste for this. To be honest with you, fondant is better than gum paste. So for this particular task, just gonna put it in like this. Roll it up and then put it in. Then again, my lovely color shaper. It is a godsend. Put some glue in. It doesn't stick. Teeny bit. Right, now goes to the end. Look. The color shaper, you can just gently see what I'm doing. Yeah. Then we need Mickey's nose. A tiny bit of gum paste again. Flour paste or gum paste. Fondant. I am using fondant here. Can use your bone tool and just put a small. It gives some. Gives a little place to. So you see, that's the mouth and the nose done. Alright, what I've got to do now is the eyes for Mickey. That's all, we are almost done. So we've got this. Roll a tiny piece of white. I'm using flour paste because it's easy to handle when it's very, very thin. But for the eyes, I need a very thin paste. So, the gum paste and fondant, you can't get them too thin. So I'm gonna cut a small bit like this. I put the rolled flower paste for the eyes, the white flower paste, and I'm using the pen, the edible pen, to color the eyes. As you can see, you can always use some black fondant, because I've got the edible pen, I'm using it. The black fondant is perfectly fine as well. Okay, we're almost done. I'm just sorry. That's it, and we put the mouthpiece on. Maki's done. You can always do a bit of give it a gentle press. Maki is all done. Let me lift him. Lift him gently and place him on your board. This is an old Mickey that I did. It's a new one. All done. Mickey. Please like my Facebook page for Res Cakes. This is my first tutorial, so please give me feedbacks as to what I can improve, and in terms of the recording, the noise and everything, the sound, so volume I mean, everything. Yeah, please give me leave feedbacks and let me know how my tutorial was, and please do like my Facebook page as well. Thank you very much for watching.